Hi everybody, welcome to my eyebrow tutorial. I've had a lot of requests on how to do your eyebrows, so I figured I'd come on here to show you guys what it is exactly that I do to create this more defined eyebrow completed look. Eyebrows really complete your face and your makeup look. They are definitely important to the overall look. But they do take practice. Stay tuned, keep watching, and listen in on my tutorial. First things first, you can work with any shape of eyebrow that you have. Doesn't matter if you've overplucked back in the day or if you don't really have much of a shape. You don't have to use all three products to get the look. However, if you want that really defined eyebrow look, this is what I do to create that look. The other major tip that I have for you is to make sure that you see somebody to wax or sugar or whatever you do to your eyebrows. I actually just got mine done yesterday, and to show you a little bit what I work with, this eyebrow is like my struggle eyebrow. So if I'm brushing it up, as you can see, I have a bald spot here, and actually the top arch. This is definitely my better eyebrow. Now, with this said, you're always going to have one brow that you like better than the other, and that's just the way it is. What I teach all my clients and what I tell everybody is that your eyebrows, they're meant to be sisters, they're not meant to be twins, but you do want them related. So they're not supposed to look like each other, so give yourself some grace. But starting off with a good shape is what is really key to having a good eyebrow makeup look. I'm going to start with this eyebrow first. You're going to brush the eyebrow hairs upwards. And that just kind of helps you figure out what is your base shape. I'm going to start off with my pencil, and the pencil that I use is retractable. There is the spoolie that is on the end as well. Now I'm just going to work to kind of fill in some of those bald spots. So here and up here. And I'm using a very, very light motion and touch to my pencil. You want your tail to end. If you're to draw a line from the corner of your nose to the corner of your eye, that is where the tail of your eyebrow should end. So for this one, again, because I've had my brows recently done, I don't really have to create much shape to them or do any cleaning up. I'm just kind of filling in some of the spots that I find that need to be filled in. The real magic comes when you add in the powder. Already, this is what it looks like with just a pencil. So this is something that you can do. If I was just going to use a pencil, I would obviously add just a little bit more depth color to the eyebrows, but you can stop here if you wanted. It's totally up to what the look that you are trying to create. Okay, next up, and by far my favorite, is using the powders eyeshadows. So I just feel this is what's really going to give you the defined, nice shape. You can work with the ombre look or whatever using an eyeshadow, and this is probably my go-to. I will say when my eyebrows are starting to grow a little crazy, I find it harder and harder to use eyeshadow, and I find it easier to use the pencil because the eyeshadow kind of can collect in all those extra hairs. So again, another reason why you want to stay on top of waxing or whatever you do for your eyebrows. I am going to use the darkest shade here, mixed with a little bit of this one, but I'm going to start with the dark shade right away. And the brush that you use, you want it to be an angled brush. You want to be drawing a distinct line both under and the arch. So this is where it's really going to, again, define your shape of your eye. So you're going to start no closer than in here, because again, we want this part of our eyebrow to be a little bit lighter. So I'm going to start kind of on the edge of the iris. I think that's what it is, the iris of your eye. And I'm going to draw a straight line upwards towards where the top of the arch would be. And then I'm going to continue that straight line into the tail. So I went up, and now I'm going to go down, creating that arch again. Because I had that scar here, I'm going to really define that out, kind of starting at the same point. This is just really getting the arch. And this is where you can play with what shape you want. Lovely. I'm actually going to go back with my pencil and fill in that top arch part again because I think the powder is just a little bit too fine. And now what I'm doing with the powder, I'm kind of mixing these two colors together and just kind of dabbing like back and forth like this, just to get a mix. Again, that's just for the coloring of my eyebrows. And I'm going to kind of fill up in here again. I'm not going too close to the center, and I'm just going back and forth up in the middle part, and then again when it comes to the tail, I'm just going one kind of fluid-ish motion up in here. When it comes to this part of our eyebrow, I'm going to go with actually the lightest color, which is almost like a gray tone. It's called Pebble. And I'm just going to draw a straight line right there. And I draw the straight line because I really like that defined look. Because it's hair that you're dealing with, you actually want to color the skin and not the hair. That's why you want to always consistently go with your spoolie, go in there and check, make sure that you've got all those spots filled in good enough that you like. And it also, for the inner part, it also kind of pushes that product upwards. Now, one other option that you can do if you want more of like the separated hair look in the beginning part is to go back in with that colored or the lightest color there, and you're just going to draw essentially some hairs there. So obviously the shape of this eye has really got lifted up. It's a little bit more defined. Again, this one just has pencil in it right now, but kind of shows you how the difference is. To take it just one step further, if you want, and I would only do this if I'm going out, I have like a full glam makeup on like I do right now, this is when I would do this little simple trick. And all it is taking some setting powder, which I have in the lid. I just have like a very small thin brush, and I'm going to take it into my setting powder, and then I'm going to again just really define that eyebrow. Almost complete. I will finish it off by setting it, and this is where the brow cream comes into place. It's water resistant and smudge proof. So if you're going in the hot tub or something, your eyebrows won't come melting off. The one thing with using this is you do need some eyebrow hairs. So if you struggle with that, that's where maybe the pencil would be a better option for you. This is a really great one just to kind of give you a little something so that you can get out the door. It's a little spoolie that has some of the product on there. Now, you have to be kind of careful with this product as far as if you make a mistake, it's hard to go work your way back. So I always start in this area first and then go backwards and then kind of fill into the middle. The other thing that I like about this product is it actually will kind of create that like more hair look, like it just defines the hair a little bit more. So I'm going very lightly. In the corner, I'm just going directly up. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the next eyebrow. So that is the finished brow look. My biggest advice is just keep on trying and practicing and have fun with it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Keep liking and commenting away. And if there's something else that you want to learn, make sure to drop a comment below and I'll do my best to give you guys a tutorial and a tutorial on that. Oh, actually no, I am recording this. So there we go. I had a lipstick on my teeth.